we're going to be talking about our wolves today. Let's see, where were we? Okay, we're going to take down this land and smush it that way and see if we can curve it around. And then we could... That works out, actually. Yeah. So that's what we're going to do. So, what we have going on right now is I told you about the Paulings and Tinderpaws and all that. So, the new lights are mothers to be. Basically, they're basically wolves that have puppies. They're called new lights. They stay in the den until the pups turn old enough to be able to walk and talk. Then they go out and they do what mother wolves go do. They advance and move on. Why is all this stuff here? So, yeah. Anyway, we're going to be talking about what Moon does. We'll worry about the den caretakers later. Right now, we're going to do Moon's job. And Moon is basically a mentoring wolf, basically. She's the leader of all the mentoring wolves. Okay, he's the king, alpha, leader of all. Mentoring is Moon's job, so she is the leader of helping young wolves and their mentors, so that they can work together and learn and grow with each other. She also is a somewhat of an oracle, but she's not a very helpful one. No, she's a more let them figure it out on their own before stepping in and helping them. She will give them advice, just not the way you want. She leaves you riddles. Lots and lots of riddles. Good grief. But if you really, 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 really can't figure it out, she will help you. But she'll wait till you can't figure it out. She's not the kind of wolf to just leave you in the dust. Yeah, no. She's the kind that tends to help. Sometimes. She really wants you to figure it out on your own though. And yeah. So Moon is control of the mentors, and she has a way of not helping with helping at the same time. Um, she's a white wolf, all white. I know, right? It's just crazy. These things don't belong. Go away. Shoot. Be gone with you. Go on. There you go. And then she's a white wolf. She's a oracle-like kind of wolf. She doesn't tell what happens in the future or anything like that. Not that kind of oracle kind of wolf. She tells that, if you don't help certain wolves or whatever, then they don't get to advance. And they have issues and things like that. So, yeah. Similar to those. Like, she can tell if a wolf is going to advance or not in their training. And when they can be promoted, basically, to a paw. Yeah, she's that kind of wolf. She's in charge of them. Sometimes she just lets the others figure it out, while when they can't, she'll step in. Sorry, my throat is really scratchy all of a sudden. At least I feel it is. She's a very hands-off kind of wolf. Oh, she's also the grandmother of Winter. I know, right? Grandmother. Ooh. Yeah, grandmother. Ooh. Anyway, yeah, she's not very helpful towards him either. As this is the kind of wolf she is. She just doesn't give helpful information. Not yet. Not right away though. It's more of a I'll give you riddles until you can figure it out. If you can't figure it out, then okay, fine. I'll help you. Yeah, she's that kind of wolf. Um, but it's okay. I mean, she's a great leader of the mentors. So yeah, she doesn't predict wars or anything like that. She can tell what a wolf is going to be known for. Um, I wouldn't say she gets messages from the stars, because there is no technical, like, heaven kind of thing. It's more along the lines that when a wolf passes, they go to the great beyond. Don't worry, it's not a bad place. It's just a place that, wolves go to when they are ready to go. Anyway, so yeah, she gets messages from the sky, but not from the wolves in the sky. No. Uh, Sometimes it's a knowing feeling where you know that this wolf is going to be okay in this particular area in their lives, while others are more apted to having to learn the hard way and grow in their own special way. So yeah, that's how that works. Let's see. Moon is very old. She's not as old as Chief or Granite, but she's old. So she's been around for a while and she's taught most of the wolves a thing or two. Um, I won't give away her apprentice yet because he hasn't even made an appearance. But I could talk about. Who could I talk about? Oh, I could talk about the different roles. I've been writing them down. Let's see. We have the Alpha King. That's the king that's in charge of everything. Then we have our second, which is Wolfgang. Um, then we have our third. That's the advisor. Snow is currently the advisor. I know, right? Uh, I named them all after nature, if you couldn't tell. Um, except for Wolfgang and Chief. They're unique. But Snow is a elderly wolf. Her love has her love is older. And when I mean elderly wolf, I mean elderly wolf. She's old. So yeah, she's not super old that she can't do stuff, but she's old. And yeah, she has an amazing husband who is also old. Is actually older than she is. And yeah, he's a very interesting wolf. I'm just gonna say that much. I'm not gonna give everything away. Unless you want to know more about the story, and in which case I could possibly come up with either a way for you guys to hear the story, or, it's entirely up to you what you want to hear. You just let me know, and I'll see what I can do. I make no promises, though. None. Zero promises. So what we're going to do is we're going to shave it down as much as we can. And we're going to build it up. Stop, you noise. Grief. But yeah, where was I? Oh yeah, roles. Let's see. We have a historian. That will be Granite's role after he's done being on the Moon Patrol. Speaking of the Moon Patrol, not just Granite, but the actual Moon Patrol itself, it has a mix of Alpha Warriors, Omega Warriors, 1 healer, 2 scouts, 3 lookouts, 4 fighters, 1 leader, of course. And the leader happens to be, of course, Granite right now, but will be Cedar later. Yeah. And then we have... So that's what his group is actually consisted of, if you were wondering why he is so special in training and teaching and stuff. It's because he can work with everybody in his group. So that's why Cedar is being trained to take over his position. So yeah, that is what the Moon Patrol does. They do not allow apprentices on the Moon Patrol. It's dangerous. They can't keep them safe, and they don't want to risk getting them hurt. So they don't bring them. So apprentices are not allowed on Moon Patrols. So, if that helps you understand anything, then there you go. Let's see. Next will be the mentors. They teach the wolves, obviously. There's quite a few of them, actually. We'll go over those later. Let's see. I told you about Snow, but only bits of her. I can't tell you about Alder because I just can't. You have to find that out on your own when my book comes out. Let's see. We could talk about Quartz's hunting brigade, which I believe is called. Let me turn this page. Whee! Quartz is not on here. There it is. The Crystal Things. That's what her group is called. Her group, they basically go and do all the hunting. They can find the best prey, where to find the best prey. But she excels at hunting deer and many large prey. She's a very excellent hunter. She can take down a deer by herself. Many of the wolves can actually do that, but she can do it rather quickly compared to them. Yeah. Well, Quartz is a very strong wolf and has been known to get into a scrape or two in her time. That's why she was able to become a hunting leader wolf. She runs hunting patrols. Like I said, there's many roles that young wolves can play in. So that's awesome. And then we have Iris. She's actually in charge of the Omega Warriors. She has 3 wolves who help her out. Her second is. Who is her second? I don't remember. I should remember these things. These in the book. Ah. I have so many wolves, so. Here's an idea. Go to the page that has it on it. Seconds. Ivy. That's right. Ivy is her second. Flower is Fern's second. So, Ivy is her second. And Ivy does most of teaching the rookies, that's the pause, what and how to do their jobs. She helps them understand that their role is to help out in their section of the area. Like, they're in charge of the den caretakers, they're in charge of feeding, caring for them, because the den caretakers have to stay with the young pawlings until they're old enough to, well, become howlings. So they're stuck with the pawlings until then. Yeah, she also has them doing other roles, such as helping out with patrols. They send they teach the rookies by sending them on patrols, and she'll go with them and teach them certain traits and tricks that they need for their specific task. If you're going to be a scout, she'll be the one that helps you realize your role and where you can go and what patrols you can actually join. There are 2 other wolves that help out with that job as well. I just haven't thought of them just yet. But I will. And when I do, it will be amazing. So we're going to attach to that for the land and stick that way. So that way we can cut this one off. So yeah, they do that. Let's see. Ivy is a very characteristic wolf, actually. She does her job, sticks to it, and doesn't normally stray or have fun or much. She's more of a, I do my job and I get it done and I don't dawdle. And I expect that out of my other wolves. Yeah, she recently yelled at Mossy, who's actually very upset because she thinks she's special because she gets to take care of the den caretakers and the pawlings. But she gets too carried away by listening and wanting to talk to them rather than just doing her job. And they need food, and you can't just always constantly sit and talk with them. You have to go and do the job. So unfortunately, Mossy gets yelled at for that. Yeah, because somebody else took over her job, and she got jealous and brought it up to the second in command, and it's the whole thing. You just don't do that. That wasn't right. if she had been doing her job, she wouldn't have had to worry about all that. But she's too busy dawdling and having fun and not sticking to her actual job. Don't get me wrong, she loves her job. She just gets too caught up in wanting to have conversations with everybody. So, let's see. Oh, Mossy has a friend named Delilah. I know, right? Yeah, she keeps her, yeah, kind of in line. They're best friends. Delilah's more level-headed and is a more stick-to-it kind of wolf. She's a bit like Ivy in some ways, and a bit ways not really. Because she knows when to have fun and when fun is okay to be had. And she's not a stickler for the rules. She's more of a, okay, the rules are there, got it, and follows them. But she's not going to force them down other wolves' throats and stuff. Yeah. We did Ivy, who is the second of the hunting, which is Quartz's hunting group, which is called the Crystal Fang. So now we need to do... Actually, let's talk about Fern. Why not? Fern is the healer wolf. She's the leader of the healers. She's a very skilled medical wolf. She's a great doctor. And she knows a lot about herbs and how to help wolves and stuff. She's experienced in every sense of the word. She's a very motherly-like wolf. She'll be short with you when she needs to be, but she'll do her job and she sticks to it. And, well, if she doesn't, then wolves get hurt. So, clearly she has to be 100% on top of her game. These particular wolves know how to keep their herbs and medicines and stuff. They know how to help fix up wounds and things. And yeah, she is a really great wolf. She is also the mate to Wolfgang. I know, right? Such a beautiful pair. Yeah, so she's a great medicine wolf. She loves her den to be super, super clean, and she loves to have everything super organized. Because if it's not organized, then, well, things can go wrong. And when things go wrong, wolves get hurt, or worse. So we don't want that. She mentored Leaf when she was a howling. Leaf is no longer a howling. Leaf is a full-grown warrior. And she's chosen the path of an Omega rather than choosing a path of a Alpha, which is what she was actually trained as. But she knows the skills of an Alpha, but she has the skills of an Omega instead, and chooses that rule. That's just her preference. She leans more towards being a mother-like wolf rather than wanting to fight. She used to love it when she was younger, but now that she's older, not so much. She sticks to more being like a mother wolf. If she were to have children, she'd be a really great mother towards them. She's an awesome friend towards Whisper. Yeah. She has a brother named Leaf, but we won't get into, I mean, River. She has a brother named River, not Leaf. Her name is Leaf. And, yeah. So, I'm not going to get into his because he is also a super important wolf. So is Leaf, but I'll leave some stuff out. No, they're not that color. I mean, there are a few wolves that are that color, but yeah, not that one, not those particular ones. Yeah, that should do it. Okay, and then we just flatten as much of this down as we can. Let's see, where was I? Oh, right. It's not explaining river. Not gonna do it. Let's see. We're gonna. No, we're not gonna talk about flame. Can't do that. Let's talk about Briar's Patrol. Also known as the Thorned Trails. Yep. See, I was getting there. Yeah, her patrol is known as the Thorn Trails. And basically what it does is she's a super strong alpha warrior who has a second in command who's also a super strong alpha warrior, and his name is Hawk. He has a bunch of siblings. We won't get into them yet. But Briar is a very, how do you say this? Courageous, brave, strong, athletic, wolf. She loves her patrol. And if you mess up on her patrol, she kicks you off of it and you never can go back until you've actually proven that you can possibly listen to rules. If you don't listen to her rules, you're out. Doesn't matter what you say. No second chances. It's do first or don't do at all. So, yeah. She's that kind of wolf. And her second is, well, the same. Yeah. But he's a little less intense about it. She's 100% intense about it. So, there's that. Briar has a sister named Flame. We're not going to get into her yet because she's super important and she has lots and lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of stuff about her. And I'm not going to talk about them just yet. No, we are going to talk about Briar and the fact that she is an awesome warrior and has her own brigade. Nope, she's definitely not like her sister who always, is joking around. I think there's one more sibling, but I can't remember who it is. Let me just check that out. We going around in circles everywhere we go. Don't know. Let's see. Oh, she has a sister named Lightning and a sister named Stone as well. Sorry, there's a bunch of family members in there. Okay. So, Briar has that many family members. She's more level-headed, strict, and, she loves her patrol and doesn't want anyone on the patrol to get hurt or worse because of some recklessness that they decided to do. So, yeah, she has to be 100% I'm in charge, rules and stuff, because she's in charge of it and she wants to make sure everyone is safe. So that's her thing. That's what she does most. So, yeah. Let's see, how many minutes is that run? 25. Alright, I'm going to call it quits here. We can talk more about Briar and her sisters later. You all have a great day, and I will catch you in the next video. Bye for now.